Morning, guys. I'm just getting ready to go grouse hunting here. It's Tuesday, November 1st, and I'm at a gated road. This road is closed to highway vehicles, and I just want to share something with you that really it ticks me off. It makes me very mad, and I don't know why people think they can do this, but someone literally came and they shoveled out the berm. They dug it out, and you can see pickup truck tracks, where now there is almost a truck highway going down this trail. And again, I don't know why people feel they have the right to do this on public land, to just dig things out so that they can get their trucks back wherever they want. We're just too lazy nowadays to get out and walk with the dogs. We want to sit on an ATV or we want to drive our truck. And quite frankly, it's kind of ridiculous. So if you're the person that's doing this stuff, stop, please, so that we can keep these lands open to the public and they don't end up getting shut down another mile up the road, because that's what happens. And I've seen it before, where people are dumping garbage and doing stupid things on these roads that are open to drive into, and then next thing you know, 2-3 miles down the road, another gate shows up, which just makes these areas harder to access, I guess. So anyways, we have a ATV foot travel trail out here that looks like a highway now. So I don't know, people, stop being stupid. There was another grouse. Got him. Maybe not. That was quick. We didn't get far down the trail at all. And just had a multiple bird flush. Now I flushed the first bird, and I quick turned the Tacticam on. It was on standby, so my hope is that I got the flush and I got the shot on film, but I don't know for sure. But I did get this bird, and then a couple more birds flushed, and I didn't see any of them. So that was like 4 flushes probably in a group, which starts to get common here. We're November 1st, and those birds do start to seem like they group back up together a little bit at this time of year. So yeah, maybe we're going to find some more birds today. That'd be great. I got the day off. I just got home from Montana last night at about 10:30 at night, and slept in a little bit this morning, showered, which felt good after 4 days on the road, and got my truck unpacked and thought, might as well come out and grouse hunt here. I got the day off. I'm not going to waste it. So let's see what we can do. All right, just shot another one and missed one. There were 2 together here, and we got one of them. Get the bird, girl. There she goes. No, got it. Good dog. Come on. Good girl. Come. It's like a big red. Oh yeah, that's a gorgeous bird right there. Whew, a big red. That is a pretty grouse. And honestly, I shot this bird, and Nala was coming down to make the retrieve, and I wasn't even paying attention. Like, I would have not thought another bird was here after the dog was here running like she was, and flushed a second bird back. That I did get one kind of lousy shot at it, but if I'd have been on my A game, we could have had a double, and that is a big bird. All right, 2 birds for the day. I either got that bird or I was a foot behind it. I don't know. I'm gonna walk up there though. I hit that opening and I squeezed, but I just might have been behind him. I did get that bird. I cannot believe that. I followed him and he hit an opening and I squeezed the second he hit the opening. Hold on to the bird, girl. It's a big gray. Let's set my gun down here. The dog is getting it here. Oh man, that's a beauty. There's another huge huge bird, but this one's a gray. Oh man, pretty birds. Well, that's 3, and we are on our way out of just the first leg of this trail. So I don't know. I haven't got my limit yet this year. I don't want to jinx it, but we're on our way. Here. Huh. Pretty sure shot a tree on that one. No. I'm missing those birds. Hey guys, well, this was kind of a surprise hunt. I kind of thought I was done hunting with Nala for grouse for the year, as I had a trip to Montana planned, and it has been just a whirlwind of the last 4 days. We left work on Friday and drove 12 hours straight to Montana, slept for about 2 hours at a wayside rest, and then headed out hunting. Found just terrible hunting pressure. I was really surprised the amount of hunters we saw. We were out there 2 years ago, and you know, there was not that much hunting pressure. If you got off the road, you were really away from the hunters, and it was just trucks everywhere. We actually even had people camping. There was big camper trailers pulled back. There was wall tents set up on top of the hill. There was a horse trailer where people were camping. So it was a ton of hunters. It was a little discouraging, actually. But wouldn't you know, right at dark, right at sunset, the first day we were out there, Saturday, we crested a great big hill, and down in the brush on the side of the river, I found a big whitetail buck, and I was able to make a relatively short stalk. And even though I wanted to shoot a mule deer, he was just too big of a buck for me to pass on, and I shot him on the first night out there after a really discouraging day. And then the following morning, the hunters were just gone. I don't know if it was just people who were out there for the first week of season, and then they were all driving home on Sunday. I know there was a lot of Montana residents hunting, so it's very possible that they just came out on Saturday, and with the amount of hunting pressure, they got discouraged and didn't come back on Sunday. But whatever the case was, it was 27 degrees, it was cloudy, and me and my dad saw, I think, 13 mule deer. And my dad ended up shooting a young mule deer buck, kind of a tall looking, nice buck. But yeah, we filled our tags in the first 2 days, and then spent the rest of the day on Sunday butchering deer, got our deer on ice, got camp cleaned up that night, and I tried to chase some sharptail while we were there. I was really hoping to get some sharptail on film, but I just couldn't get close enough to those things. You know, flushed probably, 40 of them, but I just couldn't ever get, in good shooting range of them. And I had my 12 gauge with 3-inch Prairie Storm 6-shot, and I still just couldn't get close to those birds. And the pheasant numbers are way down. We did flush a couple pheasants, but it wasn't worth staying. So we drove the whole way home yesterday on Monday. And today's Tuesday. I said, I'm not going to waste a beautiful Tuesday, November 1st. So me and Nala slept in a little bit, got the truck unpacked, and headed out to the grouse woods. And we only walked one trail, but we ended up with 3 birds. So really fun hunt. I got to get my deer in the freezer, get all the steaks and everything cut up, and get him in the freezer and get things cleaned out here. So I'm probably done for the day. But 3 beautiful grouse. I did flush a couple woodcock and miss them, and I also missed 3 or 4 other grouse too. So it was really a pretty good morning. It's warm, though. It's in the mid-60s already here for November 1st. That's crazy. So it was a great morning to hunt. And this probably will do it for me. I am probably done chasing grouse. I know my son's hockey team is in full swing. They got their first game tomorrow. So I'll be chasing hockey players all winter. And firearms deer season starts here on Saturday. So I don't take Nala out in the woods on public land during the firearms deer season. And then once that's over, there's usually enough snow on the ground that it's pretty tough walking. So I appreciate you watching Hunt Fish MN this year, and hopefully I can maybe upgrade my camera equipment a little bit and get some hunts in next year. I know the grouse numbers were really high in Minnesota this year, and it was great for grouse hunting. These 3 birds here make 23 grouse for me on the year, which, with the exception of today and one other day that I had off of work, that was all Saturday, Sunday hunting. And I am not in a remote area. I'm very near towns. I'm near where I live and where I work. And there's plenty of hunting pressure out, but you get off the trail, you get out and you walk with the dogs, there's a lot of birds around. So again, if you enjoyed this, go ahead and subscribe, give the video a like, and hopefully next fall I'm going to get some more grouse hunting and woodcock hunting videos out there. Still this fall though, I am going to try to get my deer hunt here in Minnesota videoed, providing I actually see a buck and shoot a buck here in Minnesota. My son filled his CWD doe tag during the youth hunt, so he also has a buck tag. So if I can get him out of bed a little bit, maybe I'll film him shooting a buck. And then depending on the weather, if we don't get a bunch of snow and if we get some cold and some frozen cattail swamps, we might head to southern Minnesota and try to get a pheasant hunt in as well. I know Nala would love to get out after Thanksgiving and maybe do a little pheasant hunting. So anyway, appreciate you watching, and see you outside, hopefully for a deer hunt later this week.